Well, yesterday it was 60. Now today it's 40. It's supposed to be back up warm middle of the week. I got a few little things I need to do to it. But for the most part, the truck is finished. You know, I need to put like zip ties on the shock boots. I got to fill the hole in because the gas tank is now under the truck. It's got an 18-gallon tank from Tanks Inc. underneath the truck. Yeah, another zip tie on the shock boot. You can see there the drag link with that drop pitman arm and a raised steering arm. Put the drag link almost level. Truck steers good. I mean, as good as a spar body steers, let's put it that way. Still need to put the wings on the wiper cowl. Bumpers all on and done. Those are LED marker lights that go on the front fenders of a square body. I put them in the tow hook holes. Front receiver hitch is all in there for the winch to mount into. Still got to wire these lights. Birds already shit on it. Rained last night. I mean, I washed it off yesterday to get all the dust off of it, but and then like little things like right here, I forgot to put a screw in down here in the fender flare. So I'm gonna put a little screw in that to hold that back. And if you're wondering, those are OBS. You know, I need to unfold this one. These are OBS gap guards. So, like I said, it's got all new brake lines everywhere on it. Stainless, and then stainless braided soft lines. I got to tighten those bump stops. Don't really need them with a 6-inch lift, but I'm going to tighten them up. Then I got to go around and touch up the paint. Like, I got rust converter, sprayed some on the bare metal of the drive shaft, front drive shaft yesterday. Already got leaves coming out of this right here is why these trucks rot out in the front end. This right here. And I opened this up so you can actually see I can get the leaves out of here. So yeah, for the most part the truck's done. The only thing that kind of gives it away is if you know what you're looking at, you can tell it's not an OBS chassis under it. The bed to cab gap is just a little bit wider, which is good because if you take the truck off-road and you twist it up, it's not going to be shoving the cab into the bed. And of course the steering box is on the outside of the chassis, which is a dead giveaway if you look up the driver's wheel well. I didn't use the center caps, as I said before. They come with these Moto Metal wheels. They're plastic, black plastic ones. I put a push-through cap, spike load nuts on it. The only thing you can see is right here is where the screws go in 2 places for the cap to screw onto. I gotta get the roll pan painted and put on it. And that's not a 100% deal. I've got a chrome bumper. I may go ahead and strip it with a flap disc like I did the front bumper. And etch prime it and bed liner it. It's about the only way you can get it to stick. Water drop. I thought that was a run in the paint or something right there. I was like, I don't think I got any runs in the clear or anything on it. Now here we go, back with the leaves again. There ain't none in there. I vacuumed that all out. But yeah, another giveaway, as you can tell if you look at the fender, obviously the steering, you can tell it's not an OBS. So found my mystery oil leak that I've been looking for. The brass elbow that I had, 1/8-inch pipe elbow I had on there for the oil pressure fitting, had a pinhole in it. So we got that changed. Brakes work like a champ on it. O'Reilly's. 4 master cylinders later, finally took my son going behind the counter. Of course, he used to work there, and manager let him look up what he needed. Usually does when he goes in there. And they'd been giving me a master cylinder for a half-ton truck for vacuum brakes, and I needed one for a 6.5 diesel with hydroboost. So, get a little bit of a look on the inside. I'd open it up, but it's locked. I ain't got the keys on me. I don't think it turned out too bad. All my body lines are straight. I remade the cab mounts. Them being out of 1/8 inch material, I wasn't real keen on it, so we made them again out of 3/16. I keep thinking I need to paint that toolbox black, but there is some silver in the wheels, so I guess it fits. Stereo system's all in it. Had to adjust the wiper transmission. I got the driver's wiper to come down where it should, but that one there, that was as low as I could get it. So, of course, all of that's new. Wiper motor, transmission arms, everything's new. So, and you can see the flag. And yes, it has an LS1 badge on the cow scoop. I had them. They had the number 1 in green. It's not an LS1, so that's obvious. You all know it's a small block Chevy. But and you see drop-in bed liner, which you can at least tell. Still see that the tailgate is painted. We did sand out and prime, base, and clear the inside of the bed before I put the bed liner in it. The bed was rust free. The tailgate's from LMC because I didn't feel like sanding the tailgate down. I just didn't want to sand inside here, and I'm paying for it because the curve of the tailgate doesn't match the curve of the bed. So I may go ahead and take one of the factory tailgates I got that's rust free and go ahead and sand it down over the summer, or maybe do it and paint it and clear it when I do the roll pan. But and then I come out and went to start greasing everything on it, and right off the bat pulled one of the grease fittings out. It stuck in the tip. I clamped it in a vise and tried to snap the end of the grease gun off of it. Nope. So I got to fix that. It's a drive-in fitting, so go figure. Brand new Moog tie rod in. But just gonna give it a good once over, make sure I ain't missing no screws or nothing anywhere. When I put the front bumper on it, I raised it a 1/4 inch higher than factory and scooted it out a 1/2 inch from factory. It was the easiest way to get the bumper brackets to work and bolt on with the core support mounts. So I just had to extend them. Extend the bumper out, no big deal. But there you go. We drove it yesterday, just around the block. It shifted through all 3 gears. I manually shifted it low second drive and then let it shift on its own. Took a little bit to get it to shift into third, as far as getting enough speed just going around the block. So I didn't want to drive it too hard till I grease everything up real good and all the new parts in the front end and the U-joints. But not bad. I think my son and I put together a pretty good truck. Now you can get to see those a little better. My grandson come up with that idea to put them on there. They had a connecting rod to come off of it. It's supposed to be a piston. I cut the connecting rod off of it. Welded them on there. And of course now you can see up close that yes, that's a universal transmission cross member. And the hook for the winch, to hook the winch cable hook in, is going to go right here. And then the holes are for I got grommets to go in there to run the light wires through. But a few flaws. One front fender flares about an 1/8 inch lower than the other one in the front. Can't really tell if you look at one side at a time. But again, not bad. Not bad. Father and son, another project we put together and did. It just proves you don't need some fancy ass building to build cool shit. So that being said, it's out. We're going to start driving it. If it was warmer today, I was going to get it finished up and take the grandson to school in it tomorrow, but he's going to have to wait a day or two. So it says it's 40 out here, but it's colder than that. That wind blowing. There you go. Stay safe. God bless. Later.